Chef Anne Burrell's foolproof recipe everyone will love, tips to keep you safe when dating online, and ways to find your most flattering colors. Hello and welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Michelle Yarn.
And I'm Rachel Kay. We have an awesome show. You know how new albums come out, big stars are coming out with new albums. We've got a sneak preview of the ones we are anticipating the most.
And we've got the tips to cut your grocery bill in half. Yeah. So you want to stick around for that for sure. All right, let's start with Twitter. Do you want to be a better tweeter? Well, it seems chirpiness wins the most followers on the social network. There's a new study and it says that the Twitizens who grow the most audiences tend to share short, clear, informative tweets. So instead of treating everyone to the details of your breakfast, maybe talk about an interesting article you read with a link instead. Also, using @mentions and replies will help build a dedicated following rather than just a stream of random tweets addressed to nobody. Bad news or negativity of any kind does not do so well. That includes swearing, even using that little frowny face emoticon, bad news. And try using full sentences rather than abbreviations like you would use in a text message. It'll show a potential new follower that you are a real person. And while all of this might seem trivial to some, if you use Twitter to promote your business or services, extra followers could mean extra dollars. Oh, and by the way, you can follow us at Life Love Shop.
Shameless plug.
Yes.
Online dating is more popular than ever. You could be just one click away from meeting your soulmate. Or not. Here's how to protect yourself. First, talk on the phone. There's nothing like hearing a guy's voice and engaging in conversation to really get a feel for his personality. So make sure you get his first and last real name and find out what he does for a living. A little Facebook stalking is never bad here. All right, pay attention to the danger signs. Be on the lookout for anything he says or does that might seem odd. Weird comments or getting too physical too fast might be a sign he's not right for you. Listen to your intuition. And always meet in a public place. If the phone chat goes well and you feel comfortable, then agree to a date at a neighborhood cafe or hotspot.
Do lunch, right?
Just do lunch, a little coffee, something simple.
Lots of people around and easy exit
so you can escape.
Okay, well, if it leads to a wedding, maybe, they're full of extras like extra napkins, invitations, place cards. So here's how you can put the leftover memories to good use. You can take your save the date card, I did this, or your invitation and use it as wall art. So you get like a shadow box or maybe a 3D frame. You can use a contrasting color as well. You can do the same thing with menus, napkins, and programs as well. And give your wedding photos a purpose. So pick where you want your favorites to go in the house and then plan for different photos in different rooms. The key is to get them off the flash drive and into an actual frame. Also, you can use those extras as room decor. You can put your pictures in photo cubes, add them to candle holders, maybe lamps. And if you go out of the country for your honeymoon, this is cool. You can keep the leftover foreign currency and then display it in like a little mason jar or a cool dish.
Fashionistas often say such and such color is universally flattering, but when you buy said color and it looks horrific, you know that is not the case. So what is your true color? Well, Emmy Award-winning stylist David Zyla and author of Color Your Style is with us to help us figure that out. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So you're saying that black and white is not universally flattering?
You know, there's nothing that is universally flattering in color. We all have such distinct coloring, and my idea is that if you honor the colors found in your eyes, hair, and skin, you're just going to glow. You know, you're going to get that compliment, you're going to feel confident. It's really the best way to approach color and fashion.
Right, because there's so many options, there's so many trends, there's so many colors out there. It's hard. It's
very hard. And I mean, just navigating the stores, hoping that something's going to jump off the rack on you and look amazing and all of that, it doesn't happen. And so my idea is if you know what colors look best on you, when you go shopping, you're only going to look for those colors.
So how do we figure out what our colors are? You have some tests we can do. Everyone can do these at home with us together.
Indeed. You can try this at home.
Yes, you can. And it is safe.
We encourage it. So two of the colors that I talk about in my book are the romantic color, which is your version of red, and your dramatic color, which is like your version of blue. And the romantic color is actually found by pinching your fingertips.
Okay.
So if we pinch your fingertip, and I'm just going to show some of these colors against it. So if we look at a color like this against your fingertip and look at your skin, it goes a little cold.
It's a little
Do you see
harsh,
how your
yeah.
skin isn't terribly harmonized?
Barbie
And
pink doesn't work for me.
not so good, and this one not even more so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not that good. But then when we take something like this, which is like a deep burnt rose color,
Yeah.
do you see how you glow and how your skin looks really healthy against that?
It is. It does.
So that's how you find that color. And then if you just go off your hand slightly,
Okay.
we can find your dramatic color.
Dramatic. We have a
So,
flair for the
yeah,
dramatics on
we
this
do.
show. We love this.
Yes, you do. And so the
So you look
dramatic
at the
color,
veins?
you look at the vein color, and so that you see in your veins, we really see like these beautiful cornflowers, and coincidence, you're wearing it right now.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at how I did that. I am wearing the color I'm supposed to be wearing
You
for dramatic.
are. But like if we look at something like this,
The blues,
do you see
yeah.
it's too cold?
Yeah.
You need more of this cornflower color.
It's
for
more,
it.
and not as the greens, not as much green.
Not so much for your dramatic. It's definitely more
blue.
more blue.
Blue,
Exactly.
And then tell me what about with the eyes, with our
Mhm.
eyes, matching our eye color or not matching our eye color.
You know what? I encourage matching your eye color, but I also have to warn people, don't pull something out from your eye that doesn't make your skin look really good.
Okay.
So if all of a sudden you're pulling out a golden fleck and your skin is not looking quite as good and you're wearing a little bit more makeup or a different makeup, it's probably not right. So I would go with the lightest color in your eye or the darkest color in your eye.
And that's really going to make it pop out.
Exactly.
And what about trends? If we see Day Glow green, I was wearing that
Right.
earlier, which I love, and it's so fun.
great.
But if, say, that color maybe isn't flattering for you, should you not wear it as a dress and wear it as an accessory instead?
You know, one shouldn't follow every trend, but if you say, I really want to wear that trend, it really reminds me of some part of my life that I'm very fond of, or you're really attracted to it, and you want to honor the trend, I would say do it in an accessory, like a handbag, maybe a shoe, but something that's not close to your face.
Just keep it from, like, waist down.
Very good,
Waist down.
very good example, yeah.
Thanks so much, David. You can pick up a copy of his book, Color Your Style, at your choice book retailer.
So this award season has delivered some stunning red carpet looks, and sharing her top picks of the stars to help us recreate the looks ourselves is Star Magazine's Cheryl Kramer-Kay. Thanks for joining us, Cheryl.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
I got to ask you, where do we start? How can we get the look?
Well, you know, the first thing I always look at is the jewelry. Jennifer Lawrence completely blew me away. She had on the most delicate strand of diamonds, and she wore them so that they were dangling down her back. It was so elegant.
It really was beautiful.
Charlize Theron, also a stunner with stacked diamond bracelets. You know, to get these looks, we turn to Effie, who is a New York City-based family-owned jewelry business for more than 30 years. And that's the key. I mean, you want, for classic pieces like these that you're going to wear again and again, you really want someone who has the quality and the craftsmanship that a master like Effie can give you. So the necklaces that we have here range in price from about $2,500 up to $7,000. The bracelets, lots of diamonds in there, so $5,500 up to $23,000. And you can shop for your fantasy jewelry at effiejewelry.com.
But you know what? Those could easily make heirloom pieces that you end up passing down. Definitely an investment, you know?
Absolutely. These are pieces that you will wear for your whole life and then share them with your family for sure.
So now what else can we do?
Another big trend was strapless dresses. Amy Adams looked completely gorgeous in hers, but what you really notice about her is how gorgeous her skin is. And for skin like that, you really need moisturization. But so many women skip the moisturizer because they don't have the time, it doesn't apply or absorb quickly. Vaseline Spray and Go Moisturizer is a continuous spray lotion. You just spritz it on, you rub it in, you can get dressed immediately so you are out the door, and that's just $7.99 at drugstores. And I can't let you go without talking about hair. There were some gorgeous old Hollywood-style waves. Jessica Chastain, Catherine Zeta-Jones, just really going for a glamorous look. And to maintain a style like this, you really need healthy hair. And for that, I recommend the original Mane and Tail Deep Moisturizing Shampoo and Conditioner. It has proteins to strengthen your hair, botanicals that will really nourish your hair, and it has the benefits of heat styling protection. So when you get out that blow dryer and that curling iron, you're not going to be doing further damage to your hair. And that's just around $5 at Sally Beauty stores or at maneandtail.com.
And that stuff has been around for decades, so you know it is good. Thank you so much for all of your advice. We really appreciate it. If you want to learn more about the products featured today, just head on over to our website, and we will make sure to link you up to everything that you need.
Still to come on Life Love Shopping, we're revealing the secret menus at your favorite fast food restaurants. Plus, Food Network chef Anne Burrell reveals the biggest mistake you can make in the kitchen.
Whether she's creating killer cooks or discovering them, this is one superstar chef who has always got something interesting cooking. Please welcome Anne Burrell. Hey, Anne.
Hey, good morning.
How are you? Thank you for joining us.
I am super happy to be here. I'm always fantastic. I'm cooking up a storm already this morning. Life is good.
Well, you got something sizzling, so we're going to get to that in just a second. But I got to ask you, we love watching you on your two series, Chef Wanted and Worst Cooks in America. What's going to happen with these new seasons? Anything you can share?
Well, let's see. I mean, in Chef Wanted, people are definitely going to be getting jobs. That's what we do. It's the sort of ultimate job interview, or the toughest job interview that's out there. And it's restaurants that are looking for chefs, real, viable restaurants that are looking for chefs. And we bring them candidates, and we put them through some tests. We really put them through the ringer, and at the end, though, there's a giant payoff. Someone actually gets hired for a new job. It's pretty exciting.
It is. And then you're the undefeated champ for Worst Cooks in America. Why do you think you keep beating out Bobby Flay, and how's he taken defeat?
Well, Bobby is a good guy. He keeps coming back, so my guess is that he's not taking defeat so well, but he always has a happy face on about it. But he keeps coming back. Yes, I am the undefeated champion. I think because I really sort of get the idea of what people are looking for when they don't understand cooking. So, I mean, I used to teach culinary school. I get the idea of how to talk to people and break it on down so people can understand our cooking techniques and where we're going with this. So give them the whys and what's happening, and so that they can really wrap their minds around it.
And, speaking of cooking, what are you cooking up in the kitchen there? Apparently it's a recipe that any of us can master.
This is a recipe that anyone can master, and it's really delicious. So basically it's crostino, which is toast, the Italian word for toast. I've topped it with some really thinly sliced Honey Crisp apples and some cheddar cheese, and tossed it in the oven until the cheese melts. And then on top of that goes some crispy bacon and some sauteed dandelion greens and a little bacon fat, and then we give a little bit of vinegar punch to it with a little apple cider vinegar. So we've got good, big flavors going on. This is really easy, but it's also flavors that you wouldn't necessarily think always to put together. And this is great for an hors d'oeuvre, or you could serve one big piece to someone for an appetizer for a dinner party.
Yeah, and it looks like you've got the savory, the salty, the sweet, the crunchy, chewy. I mean, is that the secret?
All these flavor points. It's very exciting. I mean, to think about things that we have every day. Everyone always can find some bread, some cheddar cheese, some apples, some bacon. Dandelion greens might be a little harder to find, but if you wanted to go with something like arugula or some other sort of bitter green, or leave it off entirely, it's up to you. But these are everyday things that you can put together in a delicious, creative way. That's important to the people that are on both of my shows. On Chef Wanted, we're looking for professional chefs to do that, and on Worst Cooks in America, we are teaching home cooks to do that. So, it's a really important thing all over the place.
Well, and I wanted to ask you really quickly, for the people who aren't that great at cooking, what do you think is the biggest mistake that they make in the kitchen that they can try and work on?
that people think that they can just like, oh, I can just cook that, and they just try to wing it. You know, if you know you don't know how to do something, go to some sort of reference material, and the reference material in cooking is called a recipe or a cookbook. Use those.
Thank you so much, Ann. You can catch Chef Wanted Thursday nights and Worst Cooks in America Sunday nights, both on the Food Network.
And if you're not a home cook and you're more of a fast food fan, you may already know about their secret menus. But if not, we're sharing 3 from the biggest fast food chains. All right, the next time you're at Burger King, ask for the Veggie Whopper. It's everything you love, but with a flame-broiled veggie patty. And if you can't decide between French fries or onion rings, sometimes it's hard, just order the secret menu's frings, fries, and onion rings.
Done.
I need to try those. Then the popular California burger chain, In-N-Out Burger, they can take credit for the secret menu craze because they publish their famous secret menu on their official website. Some of the popular items include the protein-style burger, which is a burger wrapped in iceberg lettuce instead of a bun, very popular with all those dieting actors and actresses in LA. And if you're at Panera Bread, check out their secret power menu, now available online. The chief in charge of the popular sandwich chain offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner items with limited processed carbs and extra protein.
I gotta say though, I get nervous with these secret menus. I'm afraid I'm gonna be the idiot who goes in there and says, "Yeah, give me the XYZ," and they're like, "What the
That doesn't
heck is she
exist.
talking about?"
But maybe that's their game because it's secret.
Yeah, it's
I
so
don't
trendy. And Starbucks has a really good Captain Crunch.
Have you tried it?
Frappuccino. Just once.
Just once.
Just once.
Just
Yeah.
once.
So it was good. So give that one a try if you're brave enough to ask for it. Well, with food prices on the rise, we need savvy saving solutions now more than ever. So how about slashing your grocery bill in half? Here's how to do it from galtime.com. First off, plan your menu. Planning your menu in advance gives you plenty of time to find deals on the ingredients you know you're going to need. If you wait until the day of, you may end up paying full price. And here's a bonus. Planning can also save money on gas since you'll be making fewer trips to the grocery store. Also, buy in bulk to save big. Just make sure you learn how to properly store the excess and how long it will last in your pantry, fridge, or freezer, or you're going to end up tossing it out. And the biggest step, make a food budget and stick to it. It might seem simple, but many people have a problem sticking to their grocery budget. And my own personal tip, do yourself a favor, never shop on an empty stomach. It's going to help you keep your budget and your diet on track, for
We've
sure.
all done that and ended up with a whole box
You
of
look at
Captain
you look
Crunch.
at your cart, yeah, and you're like, it's all sweets and goodies. So
Yep.
just eat before you go.
Exactly. Well, coming up, find out who the famous women are behind some of our favorite love songs.
Plus, we will reveal the famous artists whose new albums we cannot wait to hear. That's coming up next. Nothing better than a laughing baby.
Yes.
Yeah,
If you're
right?
having a bad day, just watch that.
Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. It's a new year. You know what that means? New music from some of our favorite artists.
Yes, Morgan Miller is here with the details. Hey, girl.
Hey, yes, ladies, soon you'll have to give your iPod playlist a complete makeover. So we're looking at some albums from our favorite artists we can't wait to get our hands on. So this guy shocked us all when he dropped a new single. David Bowie is back. This is a video for his new song, Where Are We Now? This is the first track off his new album in 10 years called The Next Day, which drops this month. You can't pick up a magazine, watch TV, or the Super Bowl, for that matter, without seeing this lady, my lady, Beyonce, got us all buzzing with her crazy cool Super Bowl performance. And come April, not only will she release a new album, but she'll also kick off her sold-out world tour. I got tickets. Yeah. And here's a band we thought we would never hear from again, Fall Out Boy. Love these guys. This is their new video for their song, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. You don't see them in the video at all, but the music is as good as ever. Their album, Save Rock and Roll, is out May 7th. And finally, a girl we all love or love to hate, Britney Spears. So far, she's given us Scream and Shout with Will I Am, but she's been tweeting about working with producers for her 8th album. 8 albums. Can you guys believe that? No release date just yet, but I'm guessing she'll give her rumored Las Vegas show her springboard for that new song album. What are you guys looking forward to hearing now?
Britney, of course.
I'm thinking Justin Timberlake, though. You forgot that one.
Suit and
Yeah.
tie.
Should be good.
Well, they were a former couple, you
Yeah.
know. But no, Britney all the way. There's nothing but love for Britney on this show.
She's a huge Britney fan.
Thanks, Morgan. Well, many of our favorite love songs were inspired by ladies that singers either loved or loathed.
Yep, so here's a look at the women behind the songs. For instance, John Mayer's song Shadow Days, that was an ode to Jennifer Aniston. He reportedly took the breakup hard and wrote the song as a farewell letter, knowing that Jen would hear it. Mayer also wrote his hit Your Body is a Wonderland about another Jennifer, Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's quoted as saying her body is far from a wonderland and more like a pawn shop. Might not be something you want to admit to.
Yeah, now to another man who draws inspiration from relationships, Justin Timberlake. His song What Goes Around Comes Around is said to have been written about actress Alicia Cuthbert after she and his close friend broke off their engagement. Fun fact, that's actress Scarlett Johansson in the video. And Cry Me a River is said to be directed at Justin Timberlake's ex-girlfriend, Britney Spears. Justin claims they haven't spoken in 9 or 10 years. And Billy Joel's Uptown Girl was once thought to be about Christy Brinkley, which makes sense since she's here in the video, but it was written about his then-girlfriend, Elle Macpherson. Yes, lots of love there. Well, coming up on here at Life Love Shopping, we want to connect with you. When we're not on TV, you can stay in touch by liking our Facebook page and following us on Twitter.
All right, that does it for the show. We will see you next time. Bye.